My turn, Yugi boy.
What's good, everybody? This is Gus with Duelist of the Rogue. I'm here with teammate Jason, and he's gonna report on his first place at our locals. What'd you place first with, Jason?
Tri-brigade Lyrilusc.
What are your matchups?
So round one, we went up against I forgot what they're called. They're Ogotics, dark
snakes.
Yeah, that's the snakes, man. Snake rain. Wasn't too horrible. Kind of got out of it pretty easily. It was a 2-0.
Pretty swift.
Round two was Mystic Mine, 2-0'd. Round three was kind of a mirror match. It was Tri-brigade Zoos. We went game three kind of with the distance against Rico.
Arch rival,
yeah. Love you, Rico. But came out 2-1, and then last round was from Charles, Team Cog. Make sure you guys go check out his channel. Played in Infernobles. It was a 2-0 as well. So yeah.
So you just 2-0'd everybody, huh? You just kind of ran through?
Pretty much, except for the Rico one, because Zeus is a pain.
We'll have to go through your deck profile, maybe ask you some questions about key cards, things like that.
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's get to this profile.
Alright, so I'm going to start with the Tri-brigade stuff first. Pretty self-explanatory. Just let me know if I need to move or anything. So we do have 3 Nervals. We actually got these at the tournament. OTS Supers, nice upgrade for the deck. Really enjoyed it. 3 Fractal. These two I think you need to definitely maximize on. Great extenders, awesome starters. I do play 2 Karas and then 2 Kits. You can play 3 of Kit. I know a lot of people do play 3 Kit. I like her, but I just don't like her not to play 3.
Risk breaking, drawing into 3 of them.
Exactly, yeah. Less breaking. Karas, he's more of an extender than he is as a starter. I mean, Karas and Nerval is a good starter. But I'd rather use him as an extender rather than a starter. But that's the Tri-brigades. Get those out of the way. Then I go to the Lyrilusc. I'm going to kind of do it backwards, but I have a 1 Swallow. Don't really need... she's good for the end combo, but she's not by herself. She's not really needed. Sparrow, search out the Swallow or the Nerval, depending on what you got going on your hand. And the main play starter is the Warbler. Cyber Dragon, special summons from your hand if you have no monsters. It's just great all the way around. Start your combos. So these cards, they're kind of added spices that just basically won me a lot of my games. Reborn Tengu. I'm not sure. Like, I see a lot of people not running this in Tri-brigade, and it kind of blows my mind. You have Baron Blossom, you special summon from the hand. You're going second. He is going to either out a lot of negates because they don't want that reoccurring utility on your field, and if they don't out it, you're link claiming up to an access code, and you're going to one punch them really, really easy.
And no matter how he leaves the field, you get another one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
all he's got to do is
exactly.
leave, whether he's bounced or removed or whatever. So
yeah, and he also does good with I'll just kind of jump ahead here with Alpha. Alpha's pretty good. Going first, he can be a break. I'm not gonna lie, that is a thing. But you can pitch him with Karas, or you can just kind of hold him till next hand or next turn or whatever, and special summon if your opponent does end up breaking your board. They never really conflicted. But going second, you special summon your Alpha, normal summon Tengu, and then you bounce these 2 to get remove 2 problems, and you special summon another Tengu, and you kind of keep going.
Like an extender.
Yeah, exactly. It was really good. He kind of wasn't. I would say he's the MVP of the deck for sure. He's just a good extender. If you are facing a mirror match with your opponent has a barrier statue, he's a wind. you normal summon him, he's 17. If they were to use their own...
He's pretty beefy, too, for being
yeah,
like a
very
normal
beefy,
summon.
but if like double dragons, if your opponent double dragons him, they're bouncing him, removing him from the field, and then you can just special summon another wind, and it's him. So yeah, he's really, really good in the deck. I 100% recommend him going further. I do have one Ancient Warriors, Loyal Gun Yun. Basically another going second card. I didn't want, the main reason why I run like him in Alpha is I didn't want to bank on winning on a dice roll. Normally I'm really unlucky when it comes to dice rolls. So if I see him going second, perfect. If I see him going first, like I said, more fodder or anything like that. And there are ways that we can get him out, and I'll let you guys see in the further deck profile that you can even hard make the link to.
And you know, the deck is really versatile going first and going second. Like if you win the dice roll, great, you can statue, but if you lose, you know, you have ways to play through things.
Yeah,
so I
100%.
think that's real important.
And then just some more targets. Basically win con of the deck right there. And then the follow-up win con. Just a constant negate coming out, and then your opponent can't summon except for wins.
You know, some more getting banned next month, right? You know that, right?
I doubt it, no. Hand traps. DD Crow.
Searchable.
Searchable, yeah, pretty much. He's a good follow-up play. He's also an extender because he is a wing beast. He does go to the graveyard. You can use him for link summoning from the graveyard and everything like that. Interruption.
And the format's pretty heavily on the graveyard. There's a lot of decks that use the graveyard. So.
Yeah, 100%. 2 ashes. Feats. I'm sorry. I apologize. But ashes. For the spells, I run Rendezvous just to protect the barrier statue if it's linked. Helps from the combat. Most of the time, I don't really need it. I was honestly thinking about switching this out for Oath. Which for you guys, if you don't know what Oath does, it's a spell and trap card negator. 1-for-1, we're playing Lyrilusc, so combo extender. You can pitch a Nerval, which I've done. Search off the Nerval, special summon Lyrilusc or whatever you need, honestly, from the deck. You
can set it up so whatever you pitch it is inherently you plus out of a 1-for-1, which is really just a you know.
Pretty much. We don't like hand traps. Unfortunately, it's a one of. I wish Konami would give us to it back at 3, or whenever Crossout Designator comes out. But yeah. Extender, Monster Reborn. I keep putting these upside down. My bad. Monster Reborn, Extender. I actually won this. Use this side deck. I have Lancia. Use the Lancia. Reborn Lancia for next turn. That's how we beat the Tri-brigade Zoo. Also, another really good extender. Airborne Assaults. This is really big for the alpha, or even if you get like a big link 4 off of your Shirag or anything like that. The extender, special summons one from the deck with a different type and lower attack. So Tengus, that's how you get the Ancient Warrior guy out. It's just really good all the way around. It's good extender, good stuff to get to the graveyard. I loved it. It did work. Tinky. We need to search. Tinky's a good searcher. I feel like if they do hit a card, it's either going to be Tinky or Fractal. But yeah, Tinky. Search. Trap cards. We do have one Revolt. Revolt's phenomenal. Especially now with the new Link 2 Tri-brigade. You can search this pretty much every turn. Or not every turn, but your first turn, depending on your plays. Special summon up as many cards as you can, or as you want to, from the graveyard. Immediate links. Basically, you want to go for your link 4, which is going to be Shirag. Phenomenal, and then you get all the graveyard effects. Basically, set you up. You're golden for next turn. Basically, if you're getting this off, you're pretty much winning the duel.
What would you bump it up to 2?
With it being searchable, probably not. I mean, I guess the grind game. This deck already has a phenomenal grind game, but I think 2 would kind of be cloggy. It just depends, honestly, what you're seeing. 2 wouldn't be bad, I would say, but I kind of feel like it would be cloggy for me.
It's a pretty good comeback card.
Yeah, 100%. Right. And then I do main these. I know a lot of people probably side them out, which is, hey, that's completely fine to you. But I play the Lyrilusc build, so going first, I want to see it. Sometimes you don't always get great hands, and you can just normal summon a Lyrilusc. And I've done that before. Normal summon a Lyrilusc and set this, and this is going to stop your opponent's turn. Like, they can't activate monster effects the rest of the turn. Yeah, you might take some damage, but it gives you another turn to come back and do some damage.
That's awesome.
I'll go off to extra deck. Extra deck. I don't know if it's like the optimal build, but I like it. So we do play the Starling, obviously, for Lyrilusc. It's your combo extender. Lyrilusc and Sparrow goes into her, search the Swallow or the Nerval. She's really good. Link Kribo and Almirage for the Link ones. Kit, Nerval. I don't know how many times I've normal summoned a Nerval, gone into Link Kribo, and started my combos. Almirage is if you do normal summon on a Kit, kind of plays kind of half protection for that wind barrier. Link 2's Harpy Conductor. She's really good, especially with Harpy's Featherstorm. Going second, you get her on the field. Your opponent's going to mainly hold the interruptions for like the Baron Blossom or anything like that. You have a Harpy Conductor, you can just activate this straight from your hand and stops your opponent. Continue with the Link 2's Dragon Lords. Great. It's a bounce on your field and also bounces your opponent's normal summon. You have a Tengu. You can bounce your own Tengu back to your hand, and you can special summon another Tengu from the deck. So it's basically an extender, and you're not really trading off with your opponent. The newest Tri-brigade, I forgot what this thing is even called. The Barum, the Rampart Ranger. I don't know, this thing. Link 2. So basically, with her, you have to be really careful how you do your plays, especially with the Lyrilusc, because you link her off. End phase, you can't special summon your totems. You are locked in the Tri-brigade, so you do have to be careful with that. But she does allow you to add to the Revolt and stuff to your hand, so just be wary of that. But she's super good. Link 2 still. I run 2 Baron Blossoms. She's great extender, special summon from the hand. She goes to the graveyard, you draw a card and set one on the field. Link 3's. The Doom Eagle. Really good card. Actually helped me beat the Mystic Mine. They don't play monsters. Your opponent has no monsters. He doubles his attack to 48. Pretty good, and also helps for link climbing. The Silver, this guy. Link 3 helps link climb, and also if you have the Link 4 guy, Shirag, on your field, you can special summon during your opponent's main phase. Big Bird, Smorg summons the Bearer statue, WinCon. Can't complain about that. And as Caleb learned today, you can't target him.
Yeah, Imperm doesn't. He's got to go. And that's why the very reason he needs to get banned. He is not a very fair card.
Link 4's Appaloosa. I mean, what can you say about Appaloosa? I feel like this format she's going to see a big comeback. She's good already, don't get me wrong. But with those Drytrons coming back, we're going to need her monster negates pretty well. Access code talker. I tell you what, man, I had one of these and I sold it.
Caleb hooked him up with another one.
Yeah, I got this from Caleb, and this game won me so many games, or this card won me so many games. It's not even funny. With Tengu, it is so easily climb up to him.
He's free. I mean, practically, right?
Yeah, practically free. Like, I get a Link 2 and a Tengu, I'm hitting him, and I'm more likely going to try to OTK you. But just a phenomenal card. And my last 2 links, 2 Shirags. Most people play 1. I like 2. Honestly, I can't complain. He's a great card. He's a non-targeting banish removal. He outs Dragoons very, very easily. Goes to the graveyard, searches. He's easy. All right, so side deck is last. Remember, play this for your preference and your meta. Don't judge me on mine. I don't like back row, so red reboot, Harpies, 1 Twin Twister. I know people are gonna be like, "Well, you only play 1 Twin Twister," because this is just my ratio and it works and I love it. So shut up.
It really does work for you.
2 evenly matched. Could be back row, could be for monsters. I mainly use it for back row.
Bunch of Altergeist haters.
Bunch of Altergeist haters.
Well, Altergeist is not a thing anymore. It used to
It's a
be.
thing.
Well,
It's a thing.
One day, Gus will find out it's not a thing.
R.I.P. to our Altergeist player. He's been gone for a long time.
Yeah. Summon limits. I think it's going to be phenomenal, this format. Especially, you set up your board. They can't summon nothing but wind monsters and only twice per turn.
It's sitting at like $12. I think 10 to $12 too. Its price is really going
it's
up.
super good. Especially it helps out Zeus mainly. That's what the biggest thing kind of fear was going in, is I didn't know who was going to be playing. But Zodiac, they're going to normal summon, and then they're going to XYZ immediately, and then that's going to stop it.
Well, so it doesn't help out him; it helps preventing him.
Not out him.
Absolutely.
Lancias, I should up this to 3. I actually did see it though when I did cite it for 2. It's just good for the mirror match, and it hits honestly a lot of things that can banish. I mean, most decks are banishing to extend or anything else in this format, so Lancia is really good. Dark Ruler No More, just to stop the crazy combo decks. I saw it a couple times. Every time it got negated, which honestly is just an extra negate that I don't have to worry about, which I still usually OTK'd through it, which, helped out in the long run. So Dark Ruler No More is pretty good. And biggest change would probably be Jabiru. I did side him in. I was expecting some rogues and stuff there. Rogue decks. I did side it in. I never saw it. Never came up. So if I was going to make a change, it'd probably be this.
What would you change it out for?
Probably just extra hand traps, honestly, right now. Maybe some Skullmeisters or Bell.
You want to put Lightning Storms in there?
I actually sold my Lightning Storms. So next time Caleb has a Cyber Dragon profile, you see 2 Lightning Storms, just know where they came from.
Yeah, like that access code.
Yeah, like that access code.
So what I would like to talk about is I'd also like to start talking about, so it sounds like maybe, going off what you said, Reborn Tengu and Access Code Talker were like MVPs for the day, right?
100%. I mean, don't get me wrong, this deck can OTK out by itself, but if they're not paying attention to what you're doing with the Tengu and link climbing, they're going to get one punched. And so I think that's what mainly caught people off guard. But I think Tengu is phenomenal for the deck because it's one card. It gives you, if you go through all 3 of them, it gives you 2 extra cards in the graveyard for the banishing to get
links.
A huge extender, and helps you one punch your opponent.
So if you were to make changes, what would the changes you would make? Like if we played a tournament tomorrow.
In the deck, I'd probably, honestly, the only one I would really want to take out would probably be Rendezvous. Probably switch out for Oath, because going first it does help stop the Lightning Storms and Dark Ruler No Mores. And then probably that for, honestly, I don't really know. I'd probably put up another Karas. I didn't really need this third one.
You talked earlier about having a 42-card deck. Would you consider just taking those 2 out as a whole, or would you maybe just...
definitely not take a Rendezvous. I would switch it out for an Oath.
Yeah, maybe play 41.
But I could play him without him. I mean, he could even go into the side, honestly. For him, I didn't know if there's going to be another Tri-brigade with another Wind Barrier. Basically, he is the out for the Wind Barrier.
Yeah.
He's a Cyber Dragon special summon, and he's a pop, and he's a win, and he's 2,500.
He pops monsters?
I think it's anything. Opponent cannot target, blah, blah. If your opponent controls monster, then you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it.
Yeah. So when Cheyenne comes down, we struggle a lot with, like, they want to play, like, janky back row. Yeah. So that's kind of what we always worry about.
So basically, what Rendezvous does is, if I were to use him to attack the barrier, the Rendezvous would protect it. Because it's underneath the Samorg. But he's 25 and he's 24. So you could attack the Samorg. Smorg's dead. You don't have to worry about that recurring negation, and you can still pop the barrier statue so you can go into plays.
Cool.
But yeah.
So I mean, it sounds like you had a good outcome. I mean, the best part about it is we all play Apex. We don't test. So this guy comes, we haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In probably a month, and he rolls up and he 4-0s. Some good players, absolutely. At least 2 really, really solid players.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't go into like single digits top 4. Mainly because it was late in the night, so we just kind of settled the top 4 and left from there. But I'm pretty confident that if we did go into single top 4 and I did do that, I I'm pretty confident I couldn't came out.
Maybe wax Rico and Charles again.
Yeah,
Again.
pretty much.
All right.
So like, subscribe, comment, hit us up. What deck profiles you guys want next? Yeah, just let us know.
All right. Cool. Thanks, guys.